So when people think they're healed, you get attracted into their life and they realize that they're not as healed as they thought. You have individuals that tend to be very loving, very open. Some of them have strong boundaries, some of them are guarded, some of them are in the beginning stages of their spiritual journey. And then you come into the picture with the emperor, somebody who has mastered all aspects of themselves, the emotional self, the mental energy, the boundaries, the making money, the financial aspect, the emotional aspect. You're basically the jack of all trades. And people that think they're healed get very triggered by you because they understand that they may not be as strong as they thought. When people see you, they see that you embody the best of you. They see that you have embraced the journey, all the ups and downs, all of the uncertainty. You've embraced all of that and integrated it onto your path. And they also see that you tend to be very gentle. You don't necessarily insert yourself into any situations. You don't give a F about anything. And you also tell it like it is. So when people should naturally feel like you're part of their vibe or part of their tribe, they instead feel very triggered. They instead feel like they lack something. They feel like they're left out in the cold. They feel taken for granted. They maybe even go through a dark night of the soul. They go through an energy of like loss being triggered into them, regret, or just feeling lack in some way. Anytime you see fives in tarot, that talks about changes, and it's mostly either emotional changes, internal changes, or just something that shifts because you come into the picture. When people think they're healed, they realize they're not really healed enough to treat you how you should be treated, or to at least invite you into their spaces. People are realizing that they still have a lot of work to do. They feel like when you come around, you shine a light, you actually shine the moon into shadow aspects of themselves that they may not have been able to address. And people know for a fact that you are solid. So it's never a question about whether you're capable or whether you're solid or not. You just teach these people lessons that they may not have been able to be taught by other people because other people are not on their level. They may have surpassed all the other people around them, and it takes someone like you who's going to show them things that they were unaware of. I feel like people also feel drawn to you connection wise, but because of the triggers, they don't want you around, or they feel like they need to keep you at a distance. People have known for a fact that your willpower is very strong. You've been able to overcome a lot of things that most people cannot. And they also know that you're very passionate about life, not just how you stroll, how you speak, how you communicate shows passion and interest in life. And it shows that they know you have a strong intuition. The eyes are covered here because people feel like when they look into your eyes, they know for a fact that you're not someone to play with. They get the soul recognition of someone who knows who they are, of someone who is a boss energy, of someone who does not care about how they are perceived. That's how people see you, that you don't care. You have a lot of love to offer to everyone, not just in the romantic sense, in the friendship sense. Inclusivity, it's like people tend to feel very included when you're around. But when it comes to environments where you're the stranger, or when you're the one who's like the new one to the environment, no one really includes you. Or if they do, it's very surface level. It feels kind of fake in a way. And some of them are not trying to do this to you intentionally. They just can't help but to have that comparison factor. And instead of, collaborating, combining, instead of feeling like you may be a part of their soul tribe, they come to you with resistance. They feel imbalanced when you're in the picture. They're not sure which direction they want to go in. They feel like you tend to chase all your passion and your dreams, and you look so motivated, and this hurts them internally. And that's part of the trigger, so that they can heal those aspects of themselves that isn't completely whole. Even though they may seem or think that way about themselves, you actually get brought in by the divine to show them, okay, you think you're healed? Here's somebody who's actually healed. How does this make you feel? And yeah, it's very triggering. It helps them develop character, and also helps with like self-development aspects of themselves. But at the same time, it's still uncomfortable. And so sometimes when you take things personally about how people treat you, it's not even like you're doing anything. It's just how your presence activates something in them that may be dormant. So there we go. You're sent to other people to activate dormant aspect of themselves where no one else around them can do it, because nobody else is high vibrational in their environments. They may tend to be the high vibing ones in their connections, even though it is at a queen, sometimes even infancy stage in spiritual development. So you're somebody who's gone through a lot of phases that helped you elevate. You're solid in all aspects of yourself. And so that assurance can sometimes rub people the wrong way. So communication tends to be off around people. Either they don't talk at all, either they withhold information, or either you just feel an energetic distance. And no, you're not overthinking it. It's just that people don't know how to approach you, and they try to tend to deal with their own internal issues and feelings around you without trying to take it out on you. Some people are not that mature to where they can contain their internal shifts. Some people really take it out on you, and you know that for a fact, but you don't think about it too much because you've already, like I said, you've already experienced a large part of your adulthood and spirituality on your own. So you've already experienced these uncomfortable situations. You know how to navigate them. Other people do not. They're in the process of learning. So yes, be who you are. Tell it like it is. Don't give 0 Fs. You embody love. When you're around, love is in the air. And sometimes people don't know how to take that.